Nothing like some technical difficulties straight out the gate before the show even starts. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Check, 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 1, 2. Let's be sure that everything is working properly before we even begin here. Someone was obviously messing around in the truck before the show started. Alright, good. Welcome! What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live for episode 141 of Shockwave. We're kicking things off with some tag team action, this special edition of Shockwave, as of course, unfortunately, my original plans for Shockwave here this evening were ruined after some idiot assistant backstage bumped into me, got W all over my notes, and so, well, my card was completely ruined, but luckily, good old Flux was there. Part-time commentator here in CMV, inferior commentator. But, I was really upset, so he took over. He set things up here this evening, so you have him to thank for the action we're going to see right here on this episode of Shockwave number 141. And the Jovian Twins getting set for action here against Vance Revolution. Giovanna and Cassidy both looking to be in, well, good spirits considering what they have, well, individually and collectively been going through over these last few months on a losing streak, not only as a tag team, but as singles competitors individually as well, and not to mention Giovanna losing her father only last month, but maybe a turning point at last for them right here tonight. We're going to find out as they take on Callie and Juno, their second matchup here in CMV. The Jovian Twins, they debuted just a couple of weeks back, a surprise debut against the Media Outcasts, and what turned out to be a great matchup, really phenomenal tag team bout, which the Media Outcasts did win in the end, so you know that the Twins here are wanting to bounce back after the L in their debut, but Big Giovanna going to try to come out swinging. Doesn't last too long, though, as Juno is able to turn things around. A big moonsault to follow up. This one could end early. It looks like Cassidy thinks it might. And Cassidy especially, guys, has just been eating L after L after L. A strict diet of L sandwiches over these last few months. Still putting on amazing matchups, but when it comes to actually getting the job done, it just seems like she chokes, and I don't know what exactly it is. We talked before what has to change for her, the Reality of Wrestling Season 2 winner, but oh man, this is not a good start for Vance Revolution. Kick to the face, and Giovanna just got busted wide open. But look to make that tag, which I think is about the wisest choice she can make here. In comes Cassidy with a big punch to the gut. And we've got championship gold on the line here tonight, my friends. It's going to be a fatal 5-way elimination match for the Anarchy Championship. Ahmed is definitely in for a tall task this evening if he wants to remain the Anarchy Champion. I don't know what Flux exactly has against Ahmed. He's a good man, a decent man. But Flux really wanted to test him here tonight, I suppose. And speaking of championship gold, though, we're also going to find out who's next in line for a crack at Sophia E. Faith's television championship. There's Maggie Shaw, Thea, and Precious Pratt. We'll go at it in a triple threat match. Tag's been made to Callie here. Judo is still down as Callie lines up Cassidy for a big knee to the face. There we go for the pin. Gonna try to end this one. 1, 2. Almost did. And Sophia E. Faith herself gonna be in action later on, one-on-one with B. Barrett. That could be a potential show stealer right there. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, Faith, one of the several champions that successfully retained their gold at Dark Carnival. And hopefully Faith won't be too focused, waiting to see who's next up to face her. Eve Bear could potentially capitalize, maybe earn a future championship opportunity herself. Obviously at Dark Carnival, the main event we saw, the Killjoy Club. How about this, by the way? Shocking development. 2 wins in a row for the Killjoy Club. Unheard of, but indeed they did defeat the Hive Mind in that insane, spooky, scary street fight main event of Dark Carnival. And Callie coming off the second rope with a fist to the face of Cassidy Vance into the pin. Cassidy bleeding too. God damn, these twins hit harder than I expected. Uh-oh, Giovanna gonna pay for breaking up that pin. Look at Callie screaming in her face, gonna scare Giovanna off. I'd be scared as well. I'd get the hell out of there. I don't blame her. But our next stop, indeed, my friends, is Battle Scars 11, just around the corner, live from Atlanta, Georgia. And we had another, oh, look at this, Cassidy to her feet. Callie caught off guard by that, but another big development yesterday, as it was announced that the RWN Championship held by Tiger Brown will be defended at Battle Scars, and we'll find out which CMV superstar will challenge Tiger Brown for that championship. Next up is the Shockwave, a contenders match. Jaeger Bomb, where's Hunter Quinn? No, we really got to get this lawsuit going. It's ridiculous. Here comes Cassidy out of the corner, lining up her shot. At the psychic knee. Hitting hard, but damn, Juno got in there real quick to break up that pin. Not even a millisecond. Cassidy, though, stays on the attack. Needs this win like a fish needs water. Clothesline thrown into a forearm smash. Oh, they're passing her around here. How about this? Giovanna off Brett's rope with a knee to the jaw. They're still not done. Oh, Enziguri followed up by a flatliner. Damn, Dance Fence Revolution. I didn't know they had this in them. And we almost saw the losing streak at last meet its end there, but Callie with a big kick out. We're talking about Battle Scars. We already know some huge matches made official. Chloe Marks following her call out at Dark Carnival. Alice Blake accepting she will challenge the kick connoisseur for the Women's World Championship in Atlanta, Georgia. As Juno now tagged in, big monkey flip, and the Women's World Champion will be in action here tonight, one-on-one with Zoe Remy. That's a real big test early on in Remy's career, but imagine the opportunity for Remy to potentially become the first person ever in CMV to defeat Alice Blake. Easier said than done, though, of course. Look at this Juno taking out everybody all by herself here. Gonna bring Giovanna to her feet, throw her back into the ring. Well, when it comes to the CMV Championship, though, guys, at Battle Scars 11, that's still up in the air, but maybe we'll get some answers in our main event. Massive, and I mean that literally and figuratively, tag team matchup as Troy Colt and Joey Bacon take on the team of Blake Virtue and the CMV champion, the Ogre Morgan, following last week's insane brawl to end the show here on Shockwave. Juno just running this shit right now. Double tag, so in comes Callie and in comes Cassidy Vance. They're going to meet middle of the ring. Collar elbow tie up by Callie. Tries for a powerbomb. Nicely reversed, though, by Vance. Going to try to steal it. I mean, at this point, Cassidy, I think, would be... Oh, wait a minute! Was that not a... Hold up. Was that... Wait! How was that not a 3 count? I swear the referee's hand hit the mat for 3 right there. I don't know about that one, brother. But the tag is made. Here comes Juno off the top with a big splash. Neckbreaker combo. I love it from the Jovian twins. And is it enough to collect their first win here in CMV? 1, 2, kicked out by Cass. As I was about to say, though, I think at this point Cassidy would be willing to bring out the Glock if it meant she could at last get a win. Seriously. I mean, one of the worst losing streaks in recent CMV memory that I can think of. Oh, she is not having a good time. Oh, what's Judo doing? Going to say how do you do to Giovanna for a moment before running off of Cassidy's chest. Nice duck of the head kick, though. Gonna get walked over to the ropes. They say when you're desperate, you're dangerous. Cassidy is dangerous. Like I said earlier, it's not like she isn't coming out here and losing in 5 seconds. She's having great matches, just can't seem to close the deal, if you will. Great drop kick. They're gonna shoot the half, try for the pin. Desperation taking over. Will it pay off? But a kick out by Juno. Tag team action to kick off Shockwave here. Great matchup so far. Very much back and forth, but Advanced Revolution is definitely finding out just how hard these twins hit. They're both busted open. Here's the tag to Giovanna, who we've seen very sparingly over these last few weeks. Again, the loss of her father. She appeared in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal at Ascendance 13. Look at this. A modified air raid siren. Doesn't look like Giovanna's done either. As she goes off the ropes for a big kick to the side of the head. Those long, long legs that Giovanna utilizes very well in her matchups. Oh, shit, I didn't even realize. The hype train. Thank you guys for the subs. Gifted subs. Appreciate you. Juno going to get back in. There's going to be no clean ring entry here. Going right for a powerbomb. Nice counter roll up. Juno going to try to steal it. 1, 2. What a kick out by Giovanna. Those kicks. Oh, nice hip toss takedown by Juno as the tag is made now to Callie, who definitely appears to me as the meaner of the twins. I'm not just saying that because of her appearance in the ring as well. Irish whip into the, off the ropes. Belly to belly. Look at Callie with these punches right to the bridge of the nose. Unsure of what she was attempting there, but again off the ropes. Pop-up punch. Call that a slaughter knocker right there. And now some more big punches from Callie. Just worsening that cut, which looks to be on the left side. I can't remember what's on the right side. It looks like of Giovanna's face. Got another tag. Oh, whirling dervish. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Some unique tag team offense. Where's everybody going here? And Giovanna going to roll to the outside, try to get a breather, but Juno going to the top. Oh, no. And what's Callie up to? Oh, Callie almost got caught in the crossfire, trying to obviously help out her sister. Look at this now. Beautiful. Sliced oranges on the floor. Doesn't appear that Juno is quite done either, man. Good night, Giovanna Vance. The modified catchphrase. And this one is, I'd say, virtually over. Juno going to take her time. Watch out for the count. What is Juno doing? Probably stop playing around here. I think she wants to go to the top rope, but her sister Callie will not move out of the way. And this has allowed Giovanna to get back to her feet now. They have until the count of 20 to get back into the ring, but now the tag's been made to Cassidy. The Jovian twins could have had the match won there. Now Juno is down on the outside. And this one is in danger of ending by count out. But Juno, man, talk about, oh, and a spear as soon as she gets back into the ring. Well, that was an easy peasy breakup right there for Callie. Cassidy, though, wasting no time. Does it finally come to an end? 1, 2. No, man, what does Cassidy have to do to end this losing streak, brother? And the fans are on their feet. They're loving this match. I'll tell you who's not right now. That's Juno. Tag's been made to Giovanna. Some more great teamwork from Vance Revolution. Double team effort against Juno. Damn. Knocked her blood. Look at this now. Giovanna gonna cross the arms for that snap. Swing and neck breaker. They're gonna do it. It's finally gonna happen. No. Unbelievable. Juno has got some very serious resiliency that we are witnessing in this matchup. But this is the best idea to make that tag to Callie, who at this point might just have to put the team on her back, because I don't know that Judo's going to be doing very much good from here on out. Big Superwoman punch attempted. Backstabber by Giovanna. Things almost certainly turned around. Not that Vance Revolution have been getting dominated by any means for this matchup, but I'd say that the Twins have largely been in control. Here's a tag to Cassidy. Off the ropes. Big knee, Blake Virtue-esque. Is that enough? Cassidy is hoping, Cassidy is praying. But those prayers going to go unanswered right now. Callie getting pulled to her feet. Irish whip into that corner. We're late into this matchup, and Vance Revolution is doing that. Oh, look at this. Crucifix pin. Going to make off like a thief in the night. Very nearly. Now pulled to her feet, sent into the corner. Last place on God's green earth that Cassidy Vance wants to be right now is in that corner. Tag made to Juno. Clothesline thrown out. Oh, into a super kick. Good night. Good night. Oh, but the tag's been made to Giovanna now. Juno's going to still go for it and nails a springboard dropkick. Beautiful. Into the pin now. Is it enough? Kick out. What a match. I mean, the Jovian Twins obviously don't want to take another loss following up on their debut. Vance Revolution in need of a win about as much as possible. But the tag's made. And here again we get this big neckbreaker body splash combo. Hook of the long leg. But Cassidy will not let this one end. Callie gets distracted. Giovanna gets back to her feet. Into the corner, going to make that tag to Cassidy Vance. A big punch to the gut. And Cass going out onto the apron for a drop kick of her own to the back of Callie's head. Now off the ropes with a hip attack. Pulled up to her feet is Callie. Irish whip right back into the corner. I was about to say this earlier before I was interrupted, but Vance Revolution with some really great teamwork. Deep into this matchup. They're tagging in frequently. They're working together. Oh my God! Callie just got completely, totally guillotined. Now look at Juno's not safe either. Getting slammed face first down onto the canvas. And a powerbomb. Meanwhile, here at ringside, we got Callie and Cassidy going at it. Remember, though, Callie's legal, so is Giovanna. From behind, German suplex. Turns her around. How do you do? Bam! Nearly takes off her head with that clothesline, and Callie's not done either. Juno's got to get out of the ring, though, guys. Juno's got to get out of the ring here. It's going to get the Twins disqualified. This match entirely has broken down at this point. Now we're going back to ringside. We'll try to get it right back out of the ring. Cassidy Vance is still down. This does not bode well. Oh, look at this. And now Callie going to make sure she stays down, I guess. Why is she throwing her into the ring? What the hell is Callie planning here? It's Giovanna, who's legal. Irish whip into the corner, but Cassidy gonna get, okay, just throws her right back outside. It's an interesting plan here by Callie. Let's see if it works, though. Elbow by Giovanna gets caught. Elbows, though, to the midsection. Big boots. Right there, commit the tag. Yes, here comes Juno. Giovanna gonna try to go right after her. Juno, though, coming out of the corner with a DDT. Damn. And now Judo going to the corner. Front flip DDT inbound. Spiking Big G here. And Juno send Giovanna into the corner. Cassidy Vance is still down on the outside. What a kick! She's still standing. Oh, but gets caught now. Knee bar. The knee bar is locked in. Can Cassidy make it? Yes, she can, brother. Oh, it takes Judo out. I don't know if she got all that forearm smash, but she got enough of it. Judo might still be able to pin Giovanna here. Oh, double leg drop. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the Twins have done it. A victory for the Jovians here tonight. What a match. I think that Giovanna was out on her feet, essentially, after that big head kick out of the corner. But instead, Judo tried to go for that knee bar, wanted to tap out, I suppose. Well, it doesn't really matter in the end. The win for Callie and Juno here tonight. And yet another loss for Vance Revolution. Well, once again, Cassidy Vance does not go down without a fight. But another loss. And I reiterate, I don't know what it is that needs to change, but it's very clear for Cassidy Vance especially. I mean, Giovanna too, but for Cassidy Vance, something has got to change if she wants to survive here in CMV any longer. And at this point, it really is do or die, I believe, for Cassidy Vance. But for the Jovian Twins, a great victory, their first here in CMV. The first of many, I have a feeling, tonight. Well, that's how we're just getting things started this evening, my friends, on this Flux edition of Shockwave. We still got a whole hell of a lot to come. And up next, we're going to find out who it's going to be next in line for a shot at the television championship. Of course, still held by Sophia E. Fate after that show stealer at Dark Carnival between herself and Brina Story. I'm sure that Faith will be watching this one from in the locker room as she, of course, prepares to face B. Barrett a little bit later on in the show. Any one of these three, though, would be a tough challenge for the Gap-Toothed Wonder. And after her murder live on air of Beatrice Lotus back in Ascendance 13. These last couple of weeks have not been going well for Maggie Shaw. Wasn't able to really utilize that big push of momentum she got at the show of shows. A loss to Alice Blake, and then last Shockwave, a loss to Chloe Marks. So Shaw is perhaps just as desperate as her two opponents here in this triple threat matchup to get a victory and to get a championship opportunity. But Thea, guys, is fired up. We all know what happened at Ascendance 13. Not just one loss, but two for the fiery Frenchwoman. Two championship opportunities slipping through her fingers. Obviously, the first challenging Selena Adams for the LGBTKO championship. And then on day 3, facing Sophia E. Faith for the vacant television championship. Faith winning that matchup. Many consider that to be an upset, as Thea surely seemed poised to be the one leaving Detroit with the gold. And even though she was able to bounce back with a win a couple weeks ago against Ashley Rain, even the endorsement of Rain, a handshake after the matchup, Thea was not able to qualify for the Magnificent 8 ladder match. This past episode of Octane was defeated by Destiny Monroe. But Aaron Stone actually said that he was the one that made sure Thea was involved in this matchup here. Thea, of course, called out Sophia E. Faith after Ascendance 13, wanted a rematch. Aaron Stone came down to her and whispered something in her ear. We don't know what it was, but he then told her last week, I made sure that you were in this matchup, so make sure that you don't disappoint me. And more importantly, Sophia E. Faith. But here's a woman who I think potentially be even more desperate than both Maggie Shaw and Thea, because Precious Pratt not only missed out on her chance to become television champion on the grandest stage of all, but also lost her spot in the Magnificent 8 ladder match, defeated by Diana Holmes a couple of weeks ago. It's safe to say that all three of these women here are going to leave it all in the ring tonight. Triple threat match, no countouts, no disqualifications. And whomever wins is most certainly going to deserve it. So here we go. Maggie Shaw, Thea, Precious Pratt, and obviously Shaw and Thea, no strangers to one another. Maggie Shaw in a parallel universe could be Women's World Champion right now, if not for Thea. Obviously before, big headbutt there from Thea to Precious Pratt. Before Ascendance 13, Maggie Shaw faced Alice Blake for the Women's World Championship. Thea interfered in the match, got it thrown out by disqualification. And Shaw, I'm sure, wouldn't mind taking a chunk out of Thea here en route to winning this match and winning this opportunity to face Sophia E. Faith for the television championship. Pratt gonna get dragged over to the ropes. Shaw, who is a former Women's Royal Rumble match winner, Women's World Champion, former Rising Star Champion. But for both Thea and Precious Pratt, they've never held singles gold. Pratt is a former Women's Tag Team Champion, but never has won a singles championship despite many opportunities over the years. And I know that loss to Gianna at Ascendance 13 really hurt Precious Pratt. She thought that would finally be her time, and instead it ended up being almost the polar opposite. She got, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it here, she got trampled by Gianna. And then, of course, you've got Thea, who has been winning these massive matches for months at this point, defeating Shay Hoxton at Purgatory, and more recently that win against Ashley Rain. But every time it seems like she gets those opportunities to qualify or to become #1 contender, Thea slips up. Maybe lets the pressure get to her. Will it be the same story again here tonight? Big spear from Precious Pratt. As it certainly didn't take long for weaponry to get involved in this matchup, that baseball bat. Well, it is a triple threat, though. So no countouts, anything goes. And First woman to get the pin or submission in the ring. It's not elimination. Unlike that fatal 5-way will be later on for the Anarchy Championship. That will be elimination, but not this one. And again, I'm sure that Faith is watching. Who would she prefer to face? I'm not sure. She's never faced Maggie Shaw or Precious Pratt. I don't think she's faced Thea either. Maybe she has. I feel like maybe they did at some point, but I don't think so. It might actually be a fresh challenge. Oh, and actually, yeah, no, she hasn't faced Maggie Shaw or Thea. She did face Precious Pratt. My dashing memory is coming back to me a little bit. She faced Precious Pratt in the television title tournament going into Ascendance 13. In the finals, of course, Pratt defeated Faith in a great matchup. So Shaw or Thea would be a first. And she does know Precious Pratt. Maybe so Faith would want to face Pratt. Maybe try to get that win back. I know if I was Faith, I wouldn't want to face Maggie Shaw, but I've also been in the ring with Thea, so I wouldn't necessarily want to ever face her again. Look at this teamwork! Thea's lucky that she didn't get dropped a couple of inches to the left there, and she would have landed face first on that baseball bat. You got to count your blessings. And now it's just Shaw and Pratt in the ring right now, and Shaw going to try to end this, going for the pile driver, but Precious Pratt is able to avoid it. He is now digging out of that ring. Get yourself a kendo stick. It's a shame the baguette is no longer a weapon to utilize. Of course, who can forget Killian Red defeating Shay Hoxton at Ascendance 8 with a stale baguette? The greatest moment in CMV history, in my opinion. Maggie Shaw sent to the outside. Look at this Canadian neckbreaker from Pratt, and that did land on the baseball bat that time. The back of Thea's head. Smacking off that metal baseball bat. Avoided it the first time, but everybody only gets one, I guess. Snake eyes now for Thea as Shaw doesn't appear to be in any kind of rush to get back into the ring. Going into the ring first to grab another kendo stick. Military press chop. Thea turns around and peekaboo. Says Maggie Shaw, damn, broke the kendo stick over Pratt's body. And Pratt, who's now bleeding too. Big punches. Last thing you want to do is to get into a slugfest with someone like Maggie Shaw, who possesses that knockout power. All it takes is one of those big right hands and you're sleeping. Oh, he is back up. Going to take a moment to show off the 18-inch pythons. Thea going into the ring again. Maggie Shaw tries to stop her. Thea with an elbow to the gut. Oh no, not on the floor. Thea says, thank you very much, but I am not interested in getting my skull cracked here tonight. Good reversal by the fiery French woman. And these three can stay out here as long as they want to, but it's not falls count anywhere. It only ends by pin or submission in the ring. Maggie Shaw appears to be asleep on her feet right now. There you go, shake it off. As Pratt throws Thea down onto the floor. It's like Shaw and Pratt just talking shit to each other. Mid-match. No idea what Thea even attempted there. An attempt was indeed made, but I don't know for what. Oh, Pratt now gets back into the ring. Shaw's waiting for it. Here comes Thea too. The winner of this will face Sophia E. Fate for the television championship. Big pop-up punch. Thea, who's been consistently an annoyance for Maggie Shaw, really ever since Thea arrived here in CMV. Oh, and there goes Thea taken down. And Maggie Shaw gets the baseball bat thrown at her. Thea doesn't stay down for too long, though. Very nice use of the ropes to get back to her feet. Great ring awareness by the fiery French woman, but she's still out of it. Won't be able to stop this pin, but luckily Shaw's able to kick out at one. Irish whip now. Oh, sends Pratt into the referee. Referee's getting all caught up here. Oh, Thea tried for it. Tried to hit the fire starter, but Maggie Shaw knows her too well at this point. Thea knows Shaw just as well, though. Off the rope she sent, dropped down by Thea. Superwoman punch! The fireball. One. The ref's moving slow. He got knocked around a bit there. That could have been a 3 count, but the ref is a bit groggy. Now here comes Pratt with the steel chair. Caught though! And the TKO! Oh, but Shaw! Is Shaw gonna steal it? Oh, Shaw doesn't seem interested, which I guess is lucky for Thea. Thea might still be able to go for the pin. Probably too late though now, and Thea knows it. Instead, takes out Shaw! But now Pratt's getting back up. Thea knows she won't be able to go for the pin again. A potential win taken from the fiery Frenchwoman there. 2 chances to win. Powerbomb now. And goodbye, Thea. Pratt takes advantage. Choke bomb. Maggie Shaw still groggy from the fire starter. But Pratt, you gotta be kidding me. Pratt can't get it done. Maggie Shaw able to kick out, just throws the kendo stick at her in frustration. Understandable. Oh! But that's right where Pratt wanted her. For the poisoned kiss. Good night. Thea's got to get in there. Can Thea make it in time? Yes, she can. Breaks it up the count of 1. Shaw catching that work in this match right now. As Thea drags Pratt into the corner. Pratt, though, fights through the elbow to the side of the head. Pratt's been busted open. Maggie Shaw might not have any idea where she is right about now. Tries for a forearm smash. Gets caught, though, by Thea. And the strength of Thea never to be underestimated. Just throwing Shaw around like a rag doll right now. Now what else? Another kendo stick. Why do you have so many kendo sticks on the ring? Damn, I'm making sure that Precious Pratt ain't getting back up. Whacking that knee with the kendo stick over and over. Here comes Shaw with a steel chair, though. Thea does not give her the chance to use it. Big headbutt. Thea's in control right now. I think realizing Precious Pratt might be the weaker with that cut. Bleeding a lot. But Shaw's right behind her. Thea says, get the hell out of here already. Elbows to the midsection by Deadeye. Precious Pratt's got the baseball bat. 1 to Shaw and 1 to Thea too. Big trouble for the fiery Frenchwoman. Michinoku driver. And Thea knowing where she is. Able to get herself up into the corner. Precious Pratt, though, full steam ahead. And that big body splash and no time to waste. Precious Pratt knows it. Going for the mandible claw. Thea fights free. Big clothesline. Right home to your mama about it, my goodness. Stopping Pratt from trying to crawl into that corner. Repeated shots with the baseball bat. Maggie Shaw gets up, says it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Thea! No, Shaw counters! Counters the counter! And Thea gouges the eyes of Shaw! Up for the second rope! Cam Harris special! Can Thea do it? 1, 2, 3! Thea has done it! Thea is the #1 contender for the television championship. What an ending sequence that was, man. Edge of my seat. Maggie Shaw able to counter the TKO. But then Thea countered the punch. Getting a little bit dirty there at the end, Thea. Gouging Shaw's eye, which of course blinded her long enough for Thea to get up on the second rope and hit that Cam Harris special, baby. 3-pointer for the win. And Precious Pratt copping a feel right there. I didn't even notice before. Well, Thea now has her rematch with Sophia E. Faith for the television championship. Will the result be the same as it was in Ascendance 13, though? Or will Thea finally become a champion? Well, I am ready for this next matchup for one reason and one reason only, baby. They are back together again, and my life is complete. Shay Hoxton, Xander Slate, the S&S connection once again back together. And the reunion tour kicks off right here tonight. Triple threat tornado tag team matchup coming our way. The former world tag team champions, best friends forever, reunited, and you can't deny that it feels oh so good, baby. Because it indeed does. With what time they have left here in CMV, the both of them retiring this season. Shay Hoxton at the end of the season. Xander Slate says he's got a few more months left in him. And with that time that they have remaining, they're going to stand side by side and wreak havoc on CMV one more time. As they take out, guys, for the first time ever here, the Jones brothers, representing the Regulators, going to team together. Aaron Stone in their corner. I guess Tobias Jones isn't quite ready to, he hasn't necessarily fully embraced this whole Regulators gig just yet. He was only invited to join the Regulators last week by his brother Emmett. And Aaron Stone, of course, who's set to face Xander Slate one last time at Battle Scars 11. He'll be parked at ringside in the corner of his boys here for this triple threat tornado tag team matchup. And last but not least, they of course made their shocking return at Ascendance 13. The former World Tag Team Champions. They compete in that fatal four-way tornado tag team ladder match. Oh, I forgot about Tobias. We got Tobias first. Forgot about my mans. Well, I would wager probably still feeling the effects of that absolute shellacking he received at the hands of Ahmed at Dark Carnival. The Anarchy Championship on the line. It was another situation. Tobias Jones found himself in a title match at the very last minute. One that he was not meant to be in, much like back at Absolution against Morgan. This time, because of Pierre Campbell's injury, he was slotted in to face Ahmed, and no disrespect to Tobias, but he got trounced. Ahmed beat this man within an inch of his life within a few minutes. Well, I'm sure if nothing else, Tobias might be happy to see Ahmed lose that championship a bit later on in that fatal five-way elimination match, but right now, we'll see if he's really in on this Regulators gig or not. He's obviously didn't enter with them. Was invited, like I said, by his brother Emmett to join last week, given a shirt and all. And is Tobias truly ready to put all of that family animosity behind him? Obviously, over these last few months, there's been multiple times they've run into one another, and not always on the greatest terms, but they're brothers at the end of the day. And now, as I was saying before, the former World Tag Team Champions made their return to Detroit on the grandest stage of them all. And they also sent a very clear message to the unified World Tag Team Champions, the Charm City Kings, last week here on Shockwave. Called them out, challenged them to a championship match. I'll tell you what, if they win this triple threat tornado tag team bout here, I'd say they'd have a pretty good argument for being next in line to face Michael Carter and Brandon Ace. Justice Stone and Jacob Wells gone from CMV for about 6 months before they came back at long last at Ascendance 13. And they ain't beating around the bush looking to take over this tag team division once again. So triple threat tornado tag team matchup. That means no countouts, no disqualifications. First team to get the pin or sub in the ring gets the dub. And I'm a little bit worried about that, considering Aaron Stone's at ringside. How do you try to get involved in this one? Maybe give Xander Slade a little something ahead of Battle Scars. A little something to think about. Well, here we go. The SNS connection. The Jones Bros. And Top Gun's going to get it on. Right here on Shockwave number 141. They all just meet up right in the middle of the ring. Even Aaron Stone's like, damn. Little mosh pit action. Skull-crushing finale. For Jacob Wells in a few seconds of this matchup. And as these matches typically are, going to be chaos from bell to bell. Do my best to keep up with what's happening. But indeed, Xander Slate, one of his final special event appearances, will be at Battle Scars 11. As he faces Aaron Stone one last time. Aaron Stone, of course, poignantly saying that he'll beat Xander Slate's ass so bad, he'll actually have to leave it a little bit earlier than intended. Kick him to the curb. And it's like lay it into Tobias. There you go, scoop slam with Justice Stone just waiting patiently. He's going to try to take it right here with a little cheeky roll-up. No such luck. Shay Hoxton saying, how do you do to Aaron Stone there at ringside? What a match they had last episode of Shockwave. But Hoxton won thanks to some interference by Xander Slate, prompting the reunion of the SNS connection. So if nothing else, I guess we have Aaron Stone to thank for that. Thank you, Aaron Stone, for making our lives so much better again. The SNS connection back together. Up to the top rope goes Hawks. Hall of Famer gonna fly. Oh, Xander Slate-esque elbow drop to the heart of Jacob Wells. As meanwhile, Emmett Jones got a steel chair. And he's put it to use against Justice Stone here. Hawks wants to end this one. Tobias gonna try to cover it. Doesn't have to go. Kick out by Jacob Wells. Oh, look at this. Xander Slate's almost begging Aaron Stone to try to do something here. Oh, but Justice Stone gonna help him out. Obviously a long history between Top Guns and Aaron Stone. Even though it feels like it might be a year ago, it wasn't even a year ago that we saw Aaron Stone defending his global championship against Jacob Wells with Justice Stone, a special guest referee at Validation almost a year ago. We're coming up on it. And here comes Justice. And a kendo stick takes out Slate and Emmett. Before getting back into the ring to try to help out his tag team partner here, Tobias. Knocking Wells out of the ring. Hoxton trying to shake it off a little bit here. Not so easy though. Spanish 5 from Tobias. Big kick to the back. And Jones telling Tobias, look, obviously things haven't been going too well for you on your own as of late. The Venerated is no more. JT Moss is gone. Pink Star's gone. You're on your own. Why don't you join up with me, the Regulators? We can watch each other's backs. A little shout out to Aaron Stone there from Justice. That gutbuster. Still to come right here tonight, guys. We got an Anarchy Championship match. Ahmed is in for a big challenge indeed. He's here to defend against 4 other superstars in an elimination style Anarchy rules bout. After just retaining his championship against Tobias Jones, who's about to get pinned. And Jones makes the save though. Xander Slate trying for a powerbomb here on Jacob Wells. Nails it. Not going to be able to go for the pin though. Instead, to the core to the OG Dirty heel, looking for a big move. Oh, here's Hoxton. Looking to immediately draw Aaron Stone, but he thinking about coming to the aid of his tag team partner, but decided against it. Got to let the boys here handle their own business. Aaron Stone will have his chance at Battle Scars. Choke slam to Emmett, but Tobias avenging his brother with a kendo stick shot to the back of the head. Kicked out at 1 is Slate now. My God, trying to take off Tobias' head, it looks like here. Woo! Good clothesline. But guys, we've also got Nomi one-on-one with Ashley Rain as well as B. Barrett taking on television champion Sophia E. Faith, who now, of course, knows her next challenger will be Thea. Just won that #1 contenders match. Also our big main event. Tag team matchup, Troy Colt and Joey Bacon facing the uneasy team of Blake Virtue and CMV champion Morgan. Will their alliance hold in our main event? We'll find out. Aaron Stone trying to shout words of inspiration to his buddies here. I don't know if it's going to do much good. Hoxton's been busted open. There goes Emmett falling to the outside. I don't even know where Xander Slate is. There he is. Coming out of that corner. Slate catching Justice. With the cutter, Aaron Stone checking on Tobias Jones at ringside. Right back into the fray. Tobias gets caught though. 21! 21! 21! The Gambler gonna take it. Kick out by Jones though. Of the Tobias variety. And Emmett catches a shoulder breaker. Slate with a powerbomb backbreaker to Jacob Wells. Top Guns not having the very best of times in their return to Shockwave action here. We have got ourselves quite a kendo stick budget, evidently, man. Here comes Justice Stone with another one. Oh, Jacob Wells has the steel steps right to the face of Tobias Jones. Aaron Stone's like, damn, man. Drops the stairs on him. Emmett gonna try to pin Hoxton here in the middle of the ring. Kicked out. Wells would have been there to break it up anyhow. Xander Slate's got the sledgehammer. And again, look how he gets right in front of Aaron Stone. Stone's trying to grind his teeth. Clench his fist here. Oh! And Tobias throws him headfirst into the steel ring post. Jones with some forearms before turning his attention to Jacob Wells for a straight jacket DDT, but Justice comes in Hoxton. Maybe going to try to steal the pin there, I thought for a second. Maybe he still might. No, Wells to his feet. Luger landing on the rocks. Double feature right there. And Hoxton, what? 2.999. Hoxton can't believe it. Oh, Hox. A little bit too thick right there. Trying to powerbomb the gambler, break up that pin. Bias not able to stop him. But now the Jones family staple that cliffhanger. DDT. Referee. Very slow count there, I feel like. Slate's now back in. La Maestro. The Celestia special, but broken up by Tobias. Hoxton on wobbly legs here right next to Aaron Stone. Everybody back into the ring. Sit out powerbomb to Tobias. Justice Stone. Special delivery. Really giving a lot of shout outs to Aaron Stone in this match as Justice. No chance to go for the pin, no Slate. Big clothesline. Emmett gonna catch Slate though. On the rocks. Tobias with a pin, but Hoxton kicks out. Justice now. Oh, and a powerbomb backbreaker. For Top Guns to take it. Oh, but a kick out pin now by Emmett. Kick out. What a match. Aaron Stone can hardly believe what he's seeing here. Look at Emmett, damn. Jacob Wells, thick boy as well. Torture rack, sit out, powerbomb. As we get a long blow to Shea Hoxton, Slate. German suplex almost threw Justice Stone clean out of the ring right there. And now he rolls out of the ring. Tobias Jones finds himself on his own here with the S&S connection. Oh, Xander Slate messed up the 21 attempt. Accidental, obviously. Tobias Jones thankful, though. He's going to try to make the most of it. Cliffhanger DDT to Slate. The ring is clear. Can Tobias do it? 1, 2, kick out. And now Hoxton is pissed. How dare you try to pin my boy? Gonna make it. Oh no. Slate, what are you doing? The Super 21. Slate keeping everyone busy at ringside. Hoxton with the pin. But Jacob Wells makes it in to break up the pin. Slate almost messing up Hoxton's whole vibe there again. Big elbows from Jacob Wells. Men's Royal Rumble match winner. Former Zero-G champ. Quick escape by Hox, could have sent him into the exposed steel. And Hox is going to relish this opportunity here. Big punches from the gambler. Emmett Jones with a big springboard forearm smash. Hoxton gonna escape the wrath of the Jones brothers here. Justice Stone, grabbing a handful of Tobias grabbing a handful right there of Justice Stone. And that punch didn't really seem to do much good against Shea Hoxton. Slate throws a sledgehammer at Emmett. 21! 21! Uno, dos, tres, and the S&S Connection are back with a big win here tonight on Shockwave. I didn't even see Jay Hoxton and Jacob Wells work together there. Interesting momentary team up. Well, I'm sure that's just about the absolute last thing Aaron Stone wanted to see here tonight. More momentum for Xander Slate en route to Battle Scars 11. Justice Stone was really in his Aaron Stone bag in this matchup. Oh, would have been over right here. The Super 21. But here's how it ended. A 21 from Xander Slate, while Hoxton wailed on Jacob Wells in the corner. The S&S connection back on top of this tag team division. Remember what Slate said to Sophia E. Faith. They will take and take and take from the regulators until there's nothing left. And now he's got Jay Hoxton. Might just be unstoppable. And up next, my friends, we've got ourselves quite a one-on-one match right here. Still a whole hell of a lot to come on this episode of Shockwave. But right now, the Hall of Famer, Ashley Rain, who of course in just a couple of months' time will take off them boots forever and walk off into the sunset. But until she does, as we saw a couple weeks ago against Thea, wants to test herself against this new generation. She got quite the opportunity to do so again right here tonight, taking on Nomi Matsumoto. And I even said when Nomi made her debut at Ascendance 13 in the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator match that she reminded me a lot of Ashley Rain. And apparently this is a matchup that Nomi has wanted for a long time. Well, she's finally going to get it here tonight. As her partner, B. Barrett, a little bit later on, will be going mano-a-mano with television champion Sophia E. Faith. I would assume it's safe to say the Hive Mind in total are all probably still feeling the effects of that spooky, scary street fight just a few days ago at Dark Carnival. And Nomi especially, I feel like, just got the work in that match. I still can't get the image of her getting dropped backside first on top of that traffic cone, but Nomi is certainly not, despite how she might feel, going to miss out on this opportunity here. So it's the tiny but mighty Nomi Matsumoto taking on the small but mighty Ashley Rain up next. Rain Matsumoto 1-on-1. First time ever right here. Up next, guys, we got our Anarchy Championship Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. And Rain comes out swinging against Nomi. Dude, Nomi lucky to really get this matchup in because, again, Rain retires at the end of this year. So there's only so many more matches that Rain has, and Nomi's got to be feeling real happy to get this opportunity here. We should make the most of it to defeat a living legend, a Hall of Famer. Big old crossbody off the top right there by Matsumoto. Now we're going to go off the top again for a drop kick attempt, but nicely evaded by Rain. He gave her endorsement to Thea a couple of weeks back. You know how much that meant to Thea, and obviously saw earlier tonight. Another Jaeger bomb! We saw earlier tonight Thea become #1 contender for the television championship. Oh, big punch from Nomi. A little bit cheeky with Rain here. Damn! Springboard Phoenix Splash. Just casually pull that out. Only going to get her a 1 count here, though, against Rain. 3-time Women's World Champion. Only ever. Who knows if that record will ever be broken? I mean, she's had that record now for what, like 2 years or so. Oh, sliced oranges! Into the pin. Doesn't lead to the Dubski, though. Kick out by Nomi. Close indeed. No cigar. Rain keeps on the attack with a soccer ball kick. And now lines up Matsumoto. We all know what for. Oh, but Nomi knows it too. A very big fan of Rain. In a lot of ways, Rain definitely paved the way for someone like Nomi Matsumoto here in the wrestling world. Goes right back out of there, and Rain's not playing around. Doesn't want this one ending via shenanigans. And now we see that Rain is being a little bit cheeky. Right back at Matsumoto. With these boots to the head, now to get dragged into the corner. You don't want to be there. And you're up against Ashley Rain. Elbow again. Allows Nomi to escape, but she pops off with a combination. Beautifully done. Gourd Buster to the Hall of Famer. I mean, Rain's done just about all there is to do here in CMV. Nice reversal. And Nomi might have been trying for a dragon sleeper there. Good call by the ref. Rope break. Uh-oh, Nomi's right back in, though. Rain didn't expect that. Able to catch her still, though. Ashley Rain, of course, we're getting ready to witness the Magnificent 8 ladder match at Battle Scars 11. Rain, the first ever Magnificent 8 ladder match winner. Of course, 3-time Women's World Champion, Royal Rumble match winner, Queen of the Ring. Former Women's Tag Team Champion multiple times. Women's Hardcore Champion. Nice escape by Nomi there out of a bow and arrow. Out of the corner, Nomi! So fast, but so strong as well. And the submission special, we've already seen her try a couple of times to lock in that Dragon Sleeper in this match. Rain has done a very good job of avoiding it. I don't know if she can avoid it forever, though. Catches the arm kick to the gut by Matsumoto. Into the corner now, Nomi. Hopefully doesn't let herself get starstruck here. Doesn't allow herself to be caught off guard. Certainly, hopefully not holding anything back. Pendulum drop kick. Gonna quickly shoot the half and hook the leg. Oh, not even a 1 count. Referee took a little bit long there, though. As Nomi now drags Rain out of the corner before lining her up for Falcon Arrow attempt, perhaps. Rain, though, drops down behind her. So dangerous. Sunny side down can come out of nowhere, as we've seen so many times. Nice elbow. I think may have just countered sliced oranges. And there's that kick again for Matsumoto. Into the pin. to defeat Ashley Rain here tonight for the kick out by the small but mighty one. Not giving up his Nomi. There it is, finally. The Dragon Sleeper is applied. Rain's caught and nowhere near the ropes, but the Hall of Famer able to escape before she's potentially put to feet. Look at Nomi. Oh, Rain, sunny side down. Puts an end to that shit. 1, 2. 2.999. Woohoo, Nelly. Oh, but Nomi able to just barely get out of the way. Now she herself with a moonsault out of the corner. And Rain says, golly. Picks herself up in the corner. Nomi's right there, though, on it like peanut butter on jelly. Stomps to the gut again and again. Pressing against Rain's chest. Pendulum Meteor, no. Rain gets out of the way, gonna try to roll her up. Wait a minute. Tries for a clothesline, ducked by Nomi. Big punch. And sunny side down. Her own rendition. Into the pin. 1, 2. This match continues. What a match it's been. Delayed. Double knees to the gut. Puts a little bit of funk on it. Nomi's out on the apron again. That drop kick she didn't hit earlier in the match doesn't hit it again. Rain's trying to shake it off. The Hall of Famer. Smashing Nomi. Face first off that ring apron, stiff kick to the middle of the back. Talking some shit. Running her mouth saying, come on, Nomi. Looking her dead in the eye. Spins her around. Sunny side down once again. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, no tres. Matsumoto to the shock and awe of Rain right there. You see Rain's face. Kick it out of the sunny side down a second time, but Rain's right back to work. Nice bench chop, and again, stomp to the foot, and a jawbreaker. Nomi's got to think of something to do, and right now, Rain again in her face, talking that shit. Going to the top. Cam Harris special, no, comes up short. No pun intended there. Rain is just unloading on Nomi. My God, vintage Borton combo and everything. Where's the kitchen sink? My goodness. And Rain wants to see all that Nomi has to give. Trying to force it out of her here. Great reversal by Nomi. Still some life left. Out of the corner again. Another moonsault, but missed it. Rain able to move just slightly out of the way. Rain slips up out of the corner. That leaves the door wide open. Nomi looks to take advantage. Scooped up knee to the gut. Puts a stop to that. Going for a rod on the shoulders now. Samoan drop middle of the ring. Getting slow kick sliced oranges. Middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and Ashley Rain has done it. What a match. A hell of a match. Wagner. What's Wagner picking up where she left off at Dark Carnival. But Rain coming to the rescue. Not having any of it. Goodbye, Taylor Wagner. And Ashley Rain, after a great match, showing some respect to Nomi there by stopping that beatdown. Nomi doesn't even know what just happened, I don't think. Well, it has been a great evening of action so far, my friends. Here on Shockwave number 141. Still some more great action to look forward to, including up next. The Anarchy Championship going to be on the line in a fatal 5-way elimination matchup. And Jeremy Barmore, who we have not seen since Ascendance 13, has got himself some new digs. He shaved off the hair. A fresh start for the workhorse as he looks to become Anarchy champion here tonight. He, of course, was runner-up in the men's gauntlet eliminator match at Ascendance 13. What a final 5 minutes it was. For real, between he and Tops Newsom, which in the end, of course, Newsom victorious to earn a future shot at the Global Championship. And now Barmore, no time to cry about it. Back to work as he's done ever since he first arrived here in CMV. And a man here who is a former Anarchy champion in his own right. A 2-time Intercontinental champion. A part of the victorious team Veterans at Dark Carnival a few days ago, Leon Valente. Looking to become Anarchy champ once again. Hunter Quinn's coalition of veterans trying to drive out this wave of newcomers. We had that 8-man tag team bout at Dark Carnival. What a match it was. And the new blood certainly did not go down without a fight, but it was indeed the Vets standing tall when the dust settled. Now Valente going to try to parlay that into a championship win here tonight. Excuse me. A fatal 5-way elimination matchup here. No countouts, no disqualifications, of course, for the Anarchy Championship. And quite a surprise to see Warahan here on Shockwave. He's an Octane superstar, but I guess Flux just a really big fan of this guy. I don't know necessarily what happens if he wins the Anarchy Championship in this match. I guess Octane going to end up having both the Anarchy Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, which I certainly wouldn't mind. I'm pulling for Warahan here 100%. Obviously now the representative of Marks Inc., head of security, after what transpired at Ascendance 13. Looking to bring some championship gold to Marks Inc. ahead of Chloe Marks potentially doing so at Battle Scars 11 in Atlanta, Georgia. She, Alice Blake, one-on-one for the Women's World Championship. And we, of course, will still see later on Zoe Remy, Alice Blake, one-on-one. And last but not least for our challengers here in this matchup. Oh, no, I guess okay. Bernie Rose gets the right of coming out last. Of course, what was I thinking? The champion, guys, has got himself a mountain to climb here tonight. Fresh off of retaining the championship just a few days ago at Dark Carnival battering Tobias Jones in a matter of minutes. Now he's really going to be chested here. Even though it's elimination style, I don't know if that's better or worse, honestly. If you're a defending champion, would you rather defend in a typical Fatal 5-Way, where you don't have to be the one involved in the decision to lose your championship at all? Or would you rather it be elimination? Then at least you have to be defeated at some point to lose your championship. I suppose I would prefer it to be elimination, so probably wouldn't prefer to have 4 opponents, but nonetheless, that's the pickle he finds himself in here. Can the Destroyer leave Shockwave still champ? And now, last but not least, looking to inject a little bit of love into this Fatal 5-Way. Look, Bernie Rose, of course, used to 3-ways. Even 4-ways, I'm sure. But 5-ways? Probably. And look at this, guys. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a ringside spectator for this Anarchy Championship match. I assume he's going to be out here in the corner of Leon Valente, even though he's behind Bernie Rose right now. Bernie Rose had himself a hell of a run in the men's gauntlet eliminator match at Ascendance 13. He might have had the biggest moment of the match when he put Lorenzo Alexander through that table. That was definitely, I think, got the biggest reaction from them fans in Detroit. And now he's looking to win his very first championship here in CMV. So that's what it's all about. Anarchy Championship on the line. And Crimson is indeed in the corner of Leon Valente. I'm not sure why he came out with Bernie Rose. I guess he was a little bit late. He missed the cue. Oh, well, Valente's going to try to eliminate Bernie Rose immediately. No look, though, as Jeremy Barmore goes after Ahmed. And I reiterate once again, this is elimination. No countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes for the Anarchy Championship. That means last man standing will leave tonight as champ. Now, there's some big boys in this match. Woo! Hopefully this ring is reinforced right here. Your Barmore won't even let anyone step up to him. Rose now goes for elimination. We're going to get Warahan out of here early. Bernie Rose up on the shoulders of Ahmed. Won that Anarchy Championship at Ascendance 13, taking it from AK Bunny. And again, a successful defense just a few days ago at Dark Carnival against Tobias Jones. You gotta respect Ahmed, a fighting champion. A real fighting champion here. Crimson just slid in a trash can lid, and there's Leon Valente with the trash can. Crimson obviously also a part of that veterans team victorious at Dark Carnival alongside Leon Valente. I guess the question is he out here in support of Valente, his fellow teammate, or is he out here scouting all of his competition? As Crimson make it clear on social media he wants next when it comes to the Anarchy Championship. Ooh, Barmer's going to drop Ahmed on his face right there. I like this new look from Barmore. Sometimes, man, what you need is just shave your head. I've done it before in my life. You shave all your hair off for a fresh start. Oh! Well, not. Bald head getting a light tube cracked over. Look at Warham with the trash can lid, giving everybody a taste of it. Now Bernie Rose has the trash can. Bam! Oh, nope. Barmore stopping that from happening. I think that trash can is almost as shiny as Barmore's head. Almost. Let's not get crazy here. It's not falls count anywhere. Could only eliminate someone by pinning or submitting them in the ring. Warahan also looking for what will be his very first championship here in CMV. Obviously, Jeremy Barmore, a very decorated champion. Never been a world champion, despite many opportunities over the years, but former Intercontinental champion, tag team champion as well. Just ate that boot of Leon Valente right there. Like how Crimson's not moving. Everybody's getting closer until he's not moving. He's like, I'll stay right here. One by one. Thrown into the ring. Barmore now. Hoist up Valente for a Samoan drop. Warahan throwing the Anarchy champion into that steel trash can, flattened it. And Bernie Rose puts a beating on the champ. Barmore looks to eliminate Valente. Warahan from the top takes out Ahmed and Bernie Rose. And then marks out to himself a little bit. We gotta love Warahan. Ahmed back into the ring and right back out. As he throws Barmore, biggest man in this matchup, showing no fear. Is our defending champion. Now feeding him to Valente as Warahan just got his bell rung. Thrown into that steel ring post. Bernie Rose said, don't have all this fun without me now. Missed that clothesline, still though able to fight back to his feet with an elbow to the midsection. Ahmed with a clothesline on the back of Rose's head. Shoots the half hooks leg. Will Rose be the first to go? Kick out just before 2. Jeremy Barmore with a stop sign. It's time to stop Warahan, and Rose gets thrown. Sternum first into the exposed steel turnbuckle. The Destroyer lining up for a drop kick, but Rose going to get out of the way, given a little bit too much time there to recover. Drop kick to Ahmed. Pardon me. No, Valente's got a triangle choke situation going on at ringside. Barmore able to get out of it. DDT to Ahmed. Nobody been eliminated yet. We might be about to get our first right here. It might be the champion. Warahan with a head kick. But Ahmed. Very genius of him to roll out onto the apron. It's not false count anywhere. It can't be pinned out there. It can't be eliminated. Warahan just go digging in his ass. What the hell was that? Looks like he just reached into his pants or something. Big knee. Rose able to avoid it. Clothesline from the Love Machine. Champ in trouble. Kick out though. A psycho knee. Takes down Barmore. And now the butt buster. Not the first time Bernie Rose has been butt busted, I'm sure of it. Caught in the beast bite, able to escape. And some well-placed punches. Love hurts! But Valente does not let. He's going to steal the pin to eliminate Ahmed. But the kick out. Just those precious few seconds helped out Ahmed big time right there. Now, Rose. I would wager not used to being picked up like that. The power of Ahmed on full display for all to see. And now, Warahan gonna get caught in the Cairo clutch. Will Warahan be humbled by our Anarchy champion? No, let's go. He might have just let go though, because he has something even more sinister in mind for Warahan. Just throws the table on top of him. Warhan's got wood. Jeremy Barmore's got that stop sign again. Looks like he's coming for Bernie Rose. Ahmed! Kick out. And the champion's been in trouble a little bit too often in this matchup. Rose thrown gut first into the side of the steel barricade. Crimson again standing his ground. You know, Warhan's looking at him like, do you think you can move? Crimson having none of it though. Everybody getting thrown into those steel steps. Damn! little train getting run on the steel steps there. Got ourselves a mosh pit situation. As Ahmed throwing around Leon Valente like some pizza dough right here. German suplex on the floor. Crimson, you might want to get out of there. You're going to get caught with something eventually. Look at Barmore's like, get out of the way, dude. Warhan able to escape thanks to that. Rose has the stop sign. Wrapped over the skull of Leon Valente. In the ring, Ahmed ripping and tearing out Warhan's arm. Crimson's just staring at the down Jeremy Barmore over there. He is a hunk of meat. Oh! Ahmed! Lighting the table on fire! We might need to get the paramedics ready. Call the local fire department. Someone could be getting seriously burned here. Valente might be eliminated. Come on, Bernie Rose, you're the table man. You did it at Ascendance 13. Hurry up before someone knocks it over. Valente might be the one. Warhan with a crucifix pin to take out the love machine. Barmore to belly on the floor. Warhan says, where do you think you're going, big boy? Oh, off the exposed steel. No! Classic. Classic. Wait a minute, Warhan might save us. Nope. Vintage. One day, it'll happen. It has happened before. But lately, every time we just get teased, we get absolutely cucked. What the? What? Love powder! And then the slam! From Barmore! 1, 2! Wow, how do you kick out of that? Some baby powder to the face of Warhan. And love hurts the champ. No way. No way. Kick out by Ahmed. Be still my beating heart. Holy shit. Too many close calls in a row right there. Everybody's back in the ring now. Nobody's been eliminated yet. We're all having to change that to down kick. Will Barmore be the first to go? Kick out by the workhorse. Where was Bernie Rose keeping that baby powder is my question. Maybe I don't want to know the answer. Oh, what a kick to the side of Barmore's head. Warhan setting up the table. Wait, it might not be over yet. Wait! Kick out by Barmore again. Everybody at this point, excuse me, wait. Bernie Rose. He's going to be the one going to the table this time. The love machine. Getting some wood But great wing awareness. He rolls out of the ring to avoid getting pinned. I need to get a sip of my W here. My goodness gracious. Ah, refreshing. I could not believe we haven't had a single elimination yet. What does Warahan keep trying to pull out of his pants? That's like the second or third time he's reached down into his trousers to grab something. I think, again, I might not want to know the answer. Barmore out of it. Warahan not going to help. Throwing the stop sign down onto his face. Everybody's bruised. Everybody's bleeding at this point. But still nobody has been eliminated. Kick to the gut. Ahmed. No. Bernie. No power bomb. On top of the freaking steel. Even Barmore's like, damn, brother. Try to break Ahmed's back. That's his job. Who do you think you are? We've got shards of light tube glass all over, shards of cable. Warahan throwing Leon Valente back into the ring. Can Warahan do it? 1, 2. Kick out by Valente. Vintage Borton combo from the head of security for March Inc. as he now sends Valente off the ropes. Drop down. Total! That's got to do it, surely. 1, 2, 3. And Leon Valente is our first victim, but immediately Warahan grabbed by the champion face first off the exposed steel turnbuckle. Big backsplash in the corner. Leon Valente has been eliminated. Crimson is sticking around, though. He wants to see who wins this match. Alley-oop! And Warahan might be joining Valente very shortly. Leg drop into the pin. 1, 2, kick out. Bernie Rose got himself a steel chair. As Ahmed goes out onto the apron, he's bleeding. Looks like multiple cuts across his forehead. Slingshot though, super kick from Warahan. Barmore's back in. Is Ahmed? Kick out. Leon Valente eliminated. Snake eyes! Off the exposed steel. Warahan tries to dig into his pants again, but he's not fast enough. Power bomb. Getting manhandled here by Barmore, who might go for another one of those big slams. Warahan says one is just enough. Thank you very much. Back and forth they go. Barmore. Irish Whip's got him in the corner. What is he doing? Barmore! No! From Brett's rope! World's strongest slam god! Count to 1,000! 1, 2, 3! Warahan's eliminated. Rest in peace, Warahan. Valente's gone. Warahan has bit the dust. We are down to 3. Jeremy Barmore, Bernie Rose, the defending champ. Ahmed remain. Barmore the only one standing right now. Scoops up the Anarchy champion. Power slam on the floor. Bernie Rose beginning to stir. Look at those bruises on his back. Bernie Rose, I'm sure, no stranger to waking up in the morning to various bruises, some unexplained. Forearms to the back of Ahmed. So look at Bernie Rose just waiting in the wings, waiting for his shot. Love hurts! Is Barmore done for? 1, 2, kick out. Ahmed with the right idea here. He's at ringside letting these two beat the hell out of each other. Rose trying to take Barmore into the corner. Reversal by Barmore. He's not going to do it again. Barmore to belly! From off Brett's rope. But Bernie kicks out. Barmore can't believe it. Gets sent into the corner. Ahmed tries to take advantage of a still hurting Bernie, but gets chucked off to the side for his troubles. Thanks for coming, Ahmed. He rolls right back out of the ring. Barmore, you son of a bitch. Barmore, you son of a bitch. He's gonna do it again, goddammit. Just like Tawahan from Brett's rope. 1, 2, 3, and Bernie Rose is done. And then there were 2. Barmore, the champion. Who's leaving with the gold? Barmore with a power slam. 1, 2, kick out. Barmore begging the ref, saying, come on, man. Don't play with me. Scooped up, drop down, DDT. And just like that, Ahmed sees his opening and he pounces like the lion. Break his back, make him humble. Cairo clutch, and Ahmed is still your Anarchy champion. Bring 1, bring 4, bring 10, bring 20. Ahmed will still walk out as your Anarchy champion. Barmore, a freak of nature. But in the end, when you get caught in the Cairo clutch, there's only one thing to do. And that's tap out. Still, the Anarchy champion. Who can stop the Destroyer? And it's into our tertiary main event we go, my friends, here on Shockwave. Number 141. I'm already beat. What a show this has been. We still got in our co-main event, Zoe, Remy, and Alice Blake one-on-one. Our main event, Troy Colt and Joey Bacon taking on the team of Blake Virtue and CMV champion Morgan. But first, B. Barrett set to go one-on-one here with television champion Sophia E. Faith. Going to be joined by, of course, her partner Madison Reyes. Is that a Razor scooter, by the way? I haven't seen a Razor scooter since I was like 10 years old. That's a relic now. That's a genuine relic. Belongs in a museum. Well, we saw Nomi, of course, earlier tonight getting her dream match with Ashley Rain, and it was an amazing matchup, which in the end, Rain won. After the fact, Taylor Wagner of the Killjoy Club came down to the ring to deliver yet another beating to Matsumoto, but was stopped by Ashley Rain. So I think the Hive Mind might owe Ashley Rain a thank you note there. Even though we crowned a new #1 contender for Sophia E. Faith's television championship earlier tonight, guys, B. Barrett with a victory right here. You potentially see herself set up for a future crack at the gold as well. Sophia E. Faith still the television champion following that instant classic against Brina Story at Dark Carnival a few days ago, which I'm sure that Faith is still feeling the effects of. Safe to say both these gals here, Barrett and Faith, neither at 100%. But when you're the champion, you got work to do, and Sophia E. Faith is learning that fast. Learning what it means to be a champion, not just from her mentor, Danielle Davis, but sees those sharks circling. When you're the champion, there's a target on your back. Brina Story's made it clear she wants a rematch. Thea is the new official #1 contender. Now here comes B. Barrett, potentially wanting to prove that she should be in consideration when it comes to who's next to stand face to face with Faith with the gold on the line. This is how B. Barrett's former tag team partner Brina Story earned her shot a few days ago at Dark Carnival, beat Sophia E. Faith in a non-title matchup. Barrett could follow in the footsteps of Brina Story here tonight. Madison Reyes in the corner of Barrett. Danielle Davis, might I say, looking beautiful in the corner, of course, of Sophia E. Faith. Looks like Madison Reyes wanted to tell Sophia E. Faith something there. Bad time to do so in the middle of the match, as Barrett comes out of the corner with a kick to the shoulder. Follows up with a nice sort of pseudo neck breaker. Sophia popping right back up to her feet with a nice counter. Closing distance. Flatline for the former women's tag team champion. That's a it's a little too far right there for our television champ. Took the risk. Luckily it didn't end disastrously. Michinoku driver to make up for it. Madison Reyes can't even stand to look as we go into the pin for the win, but a kick out. Well, it's obvious after what we saw earlier tonight that the Killjoy Club are still not finished with the Hive Mind, even after their win in the main event of Dark Carnival. And not for Ashley Rain making the save. Who knows what Wagner might have done to Matsumoto. As Sophia stares Barrett down, but here's Madison Reyes again, causing a commotion at ringside. Really wants to tell everybody about that Razor scooter. Faith doesn't want to hear it right now, though. I'm sure that Faith would love to take a ride on it. I might want to take a spin on that thing. Kick to the gut. Sophia E. Faith with a scissors kick. Put this one away already. 1, 2. Bump the kick out by Barrett. Stays on the attack though, does Sophia. Which is exactly what a champion should do. You should always be on the offensive. Double boot stop. No vintage Borton combo though. Instead of double axe out on the top of the head, as now Faith goes up to breaststroke to deliver a leg drop. Sophia E. Faith has enough on her plate right now. With Brina's story nipping at her heels, Thea now the #1 contender. If Faith can beat B. Barrett, at least that takes away one potential challenger. Can breathe a little bit easier. Sophia lining up her shot for a shining Beezard all her own. But B's not having any of that. You're not going to take her maneuver and get away with it. Fixing to make the champ pay. Walked over to the ropes and up against the ropes now. B. Off the ropes she goes. Dropkick attempted. Sidestep though. Barrett gets spun around. Scooped up and dropped. There's another Michinoku driver to Madison's face. Madison can't believe it. Another Michinoku driver. That's the craziest thing she's ever seen. Nice drop kick, catching Faith there. Quick though to get into the corner. Far cry from that young woman only just a few months ago, who was nothing more than the glorified assistant for the regulators. Shining Beezard shows her how it's done. Good and proper. 1, 2. But the kick out on the champ. Barrett says nope. Matter, misses the moonsault, but gonna try to keep on it with the Irish whip. Belly to belly. There's rare moments when B. Barrett just pulls out them power moves that you don't expect. Soccer ball kick. Says hello to Madison before delivering a shin to the side of Sophia's head. Keeping that pressure on, non-stopping. Snap kick, boom! Gonna go for the pin again, shoots the half, hooks the leg. Can B. Barrett beat the champ? Kick out again by Faith. Even at this point, now B's getting a little bit disturbed here. Maybe another shining Beezard. Yes, indeed! Too much honey on it. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and B. Barrett has just pinned the television champion, guys. And as if Sophia E. Faith did not already have enough on her plate, Brina's story, Thea, now B. Barrett, all circling the television champion like sharks in the water. Another good matchup. But B. Barrett had a little bit more to give after Dark Carnival, I guess. I think Sophia hitting her with that shining Beezard really pissed her off. Kicked it up a notch after that. Well, with this win, guys, B. Barrett muddies the waters further when it comes to the television championship picture. A win for the Hive Mind, an especially big win for B. Barrett. And now it's co-main event time here on Shockwave number 141. Before we get to our main event of Troy Colt and Joey Bacon taking on the team of Blake Virtue and CMV champion Morgan, we're about to set sail on the high seas because the captain has one hell of an opportunity here tonight. Zoe Remy about to go face-to-face, guys, with our women's world champion, Alice Blake. And there behind her, of course, Chloe Marks, who at Dark Carnival once again marched down to the ring, looked Alice Blake in the eyes, and challenged her to a women's world championship match of Battle Scars. This time, though, unlike at the post-Ascendance 13 press conference, Alice Blake accepted. And so in Atlanta, Georgia, it will be Chloe Marks, Alice Blake for the Women's World Championship. But for Zoe Remy, guys, as it was announced last week, at a Matter of Pride 2, will challenge Sarah Miller for the CMV 0G Championship. Of course, Alice Blake, Sarah Miller's tag team partner. And I'm sure we'll be in the corner of Blake for this match here. Remy, who had her debut a couple weeks ago on Shockwave, a pretty dominant victory against Ileana Summers. A considerable step up in level of competition. Nothing against Ileana Summers, of course, but we're talking about the longest reigning women's world champion of all time. 220 days as champion. We're talking about most successful defenses of the Women's World Championship at 6. We're talking about still undefeated, unpinned, unsubmitted, almost 11 months since she arrived here in CMV. Alice Blake. And there, of course, indeed, our 0G champion, Sarah Miller. I've heard many saying, though, over these last few days that Chloe Marks might just be Blake's toughest challenge yet. This Chloe Marks, the one we've been seeing over the last month or so, the one who beat Kai Victory at Ascendance 13, the one who beat Maggie Shaw. Well, here tonight, it's not Chloe Marks that Alice Blake has to worry about. It's the captain, Zoe Remy. Who might be fixing to make off with the booty herself. All right, into the collar double tie. Can you imagine, guys? Just take a second here. And just imagine if Zoe Remy wins this match. Cheap shot by Blake. Okay. Imagine if Zoe Remy wins this match. The first person in 11 months to defeat Alice Blake in what would be Remy's only second match. Well, technically third. Here in CMV. That would be unbelievable. And it's not impossible. After what we saw of Zoe Remy doing her match with Ileana Summers, I mean, Summers is no pushover, and Zoe Remy made short work of her. Blake wants to end this one quick, it looks like, and keep herself as fresh as she possibly can heading into Battle Scars 11. Escapes out of that corner, does the captain forearm smash. Well, Chloe Marks is making it clear she's not out here just to watch. this match as she just took off that top turnbuckle cover, which Alice Blake's going to cover up by going up to Brett's rope. Lining up a shot here. DDT to Zoe Remy. Springboard leg drop. Nailing that distance and into the pin. 1, 2. I mean, for Zoe Remy, guys, this would be like going from, let's say, debuting in the UFC, fighting, an unranked fighter, maybe his first fight, and then your second fight is against the world champion, the greatest of all time. Quite a curve here for Remy to try and overcome. Oh, misses the double knees. Referee has found the exposed turnbuckle, luckily, before it can potentially be used. Reversal there, big kick to the gut. Alice Blake looking to go full steam ahead. Double knees to the chest now at Remy, who stumbles out of the corner. Followed up with a snap vertical suplex, nothing flashy about it. Almost certainly effective. It's all Alice Blake right now. And it might stay that way. Lung blower into the pin. Chloe Marks is trying to cause a distraction there on the apron, but it's not working. Kick out by Remy, though. Well, referee. I don't know what I'm going to say. Ref for Remy there. Oh, the ref's distracted. The referee is distracted, fixing that top turnbuckle again. Blake has the match won off the Blake factor. That was like a 10 count there. Now Blake to the top. Walking the top rope, walking the plank. To deliver that dropkick, Remy just really got lucky there thanks to Marks. Or did she? I guess it's from your point of view whether she's lucky right now, because now the beating continues. Senton off the top rope. Marks is doing everything in her power to cause any kind of distraction and help Remy out here. But Remy is just, I mean, look. I love me some Zoe Remy, but out of her element here. Against the greatest of all time in this women's division. Irish whip off the ropes. Big tornado kick drops Remy. And I'm sure that Miller's got to be liking everything she's seeing here. Jet stream. Bam! That was like a shotgun to the face. And nothing Chloe Marks can do about it this time. As Alice Blake, Remy. Even Alice Blake had a look of pure shock right there at Remy kicking out of that. Broke her face though. She might have powered out of it, but bleeding now. And Blake just stays on her. Unrelenting is our women's world champion. This is about as one-sided as it can get right now. Remy has not gotten a move in like 5 minutes. Blake putting those educated feet to good use. Up to Brecht's rope. Even Marks has stopped trying to do anything. Marks is getting the preview of what is coming her way at Battle Scars. This is what you got, Chloe. This is what you have to be ready for. Oh! Remy says, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Big knee, but a kick out. If that would have been it. Zoe, not drowning yet. Sticking her head above the water. Blake trying to push her back down. Super kick. Well, thanks for coming, Zoe. Big ending. And Marks watching it happen before her very eyes. Alice, don't let yourself get caught up like this. This is a rookie level mistake. Zoe's back to her feet now. Zoe pulls her in. Spanish fly. Off of the distraction. 1, 2, but the kick out. And that might have been Remy's best opportunity to try to keep Blake down for the uno, dos, tres. Thanks to Chloe Marks. Now Blake double boot stomp. Remy able to avoid it. Immediately though, the kick connoisseur takes it back. Remy trying to find some refuge here in the corner, just washing that face though. Boom! Remy looks like she's on another planet. 1, 2, kick out. And Blake, I think, realizing at this point that she may be underestimated. Look at going to try to get some advice from Sarah Miller. Like, damn. Didn't expect this from Remy. Clothesline. The captain with a shout. This one's not over yet. Swinging neck breaker. Marks like she's seeing. Hook of the leg by the captain, but a kick out. Can't even get herself a 2. Ooh, getting funky. Dropping that knee across the side of Blake's head. Well, Joey, Remy has Chloe Marks to thank for this matchup even going more than 5 minutes. Blake had the match won off that Blake factor early on. Remy's not trying to have this opportunity go to waste. Slingshot leg drop to the back of the head. In the corner. What a turnaround. Now it's all Remy. Up on the top rope. Hook to the jaw. Blake, though, fights back. Ooh, gets her knee taken out. Bam! Double knee face breaker. Blake might not have any idea where she is right now. The captain goes up top. Elbow to the heart. Is she going to do it? Even Kay Marks can't believe it. No, the kick out. Alice Blake. Damn near giving me a heart attack. Blake factor, no! Gets caught by Zoe Remy. Falcon arrow. Rolls her back into the pin. Wait. Kick out. A little too many close calls here. Remy not giving an inch. Blake gets back into the ring instantly. Catches that lung blower. Now got a dragon sleeper. If Zoe Remy can't pin the Women's World Champion, perhaps try to tap her out. Rolls back through, stomp to the back by the final product. What a turnaround from how this match started. Look at Remy. Throwing some hands. Big punch. I think that last one might have actually, busted. Oh, man. Alice Blake is bleeding. Remy's coming out of the corner. No, dropped hold, caught her up. Blake says enough playing around. Off the ropes. Super kick again. 1, 2, 3. Alice Blake remains undefeated. What a match, though. I have never quite seen a match like that. Alice Blake, first of all, should have had this match won 5 minutes in if it wasn't for Chloe Marks distracting the referee. Was dominating Remy. Hit her with the jet stream and all. But Remy did not surrender. Like a true captain, fought back and almost had Blake beat a number of times. Look at this. A distraction by Marks nearly led to the first loss for Alice Blake. I mean, this might be the closest we've seen to Alice Blake being defeated. And I thought she had it again right here. But in the end, Alice Blake off another super kick to the jaw. Putting the captain to sleep. And still undefeated. Chloe, you just got a front row seat to what you're in store for at Battle Scars. And I sincerely hope that you are prepared to stand face to face with the greatest of all time. And now here we go, my friends. We're ready for our main event. Already in the ring. But wait a minute. Here comes Joey Bacon and Troy Colt. And just like what happened last week at the end of Shockwave, another brawl breaking out. But this time the referee isn't having any of it. He's trying to get some order restored here. And this matchup will go on properly as the bell rings. And immediately, man, Troy Colt lays into Blake Virtue, who fires back with a stomp to the gut. Our main event is on, but the biggest question coming into this tag team bout was whether or not, there we go, a tag to Morgan, we were going to see Virtue and the CMV champion able to maintain a partnership long enough to overcome this tandem of Bacon and Colt. They both agreed on it last week, but very hesitantly. They made it clear to one another. They know before long they'll be standing across the ring from each other. They're not BFFs. They're not going to be holding hands, walking down the beach, getting some ice cream cones with each other. But at least for one night here, they're going to stand side by side. I don't think they're obviously so prepared for Joey Bacon and Troy Colt to be as cohesive as they've been. Like we saw last week, we're seeing it again here. Colt just seems to be intent on stopping Blake Virtue from getting a CMV championship match at all costs. Remember, we were supposed to see Joey Bacon Virtue one-on-one last week here on Shockwave in what was essentially a number one contenders match, but never ended up happening after that big old brawl broke out. Virtue and Morgan may have been the ones standing when the smoke cleared, but Bacon wants his rematch. He said Morgan didn't really beat him at Ascendance 13. And there's truth to that. Morgan technically won via referee stoppage after the ring collapsed. He did not pin and he did not submit Joey Bacon. Bacon pretty much dominated that entire match. If it had gone on without any destruction of CMU property, I have no trouble believing Bacon may have left Detroit as the new CMV champion. Almost to the gut here. As Morgan now takes Bacon down. While he's on his knees. Really the only strategy that you can have against someone the size of the 7-foot-tall, 600-pound, big ham Joey Bacon. Look at this. The strikes, the punches of Morgan that would typically knock out a normal man, having zero effect on Bacon as the tag is made to Troy Colt. Colt for the top of the big splash. Meanwhile, Bacon with a hangman's neck breaker. Now into the pin, but a kick out just before 2. Blake Virtue is owed a CMV championship match. Remember, he was supposed to get it before Ascendance 13. The Colt made sure that did not happen. Attacked Virtue, threw him into the back of an ambulance. We didn't see Virtue for weeks after that. So Ascendance 13, of course, when those two, Colt and Virtue, had one of the greatest technical matches in CMV history, easily. Which Virtue did win. But Colt is not going to so easily allow him to just move on. As we saw last week. Oh, cheap shot there from Bacon getting in on it. These two have managed to isolate the champ. And they are picking him apart thoroughly like a pack of hyenas. I have no doubt in my mind Troy Colt would rather see Joey Bacon as the CMV champion before Blake Virtue. Here's Morgan able to make the tag to Blake Virtue as Colt rolled out of the ring. He's back in now, though. And Virtue going right for him. Colt, though, gets there first a little bit quicker. Back suplex and the kip up. Leg drop to follow it. Our main event here on Shockwave on 141. Battle Scars 11 just around the corner, live from Atlanta, Georgia. Who will Morgan be defending the CMV Championship against? Big cutter from the Best Bout Machine, scrambles for the pin. Only a 1 count. Virtue doesn't let up, though. Up on the shoulders, takes Colt for a ride. KO kick! And down goes Colt with his eyes glazed over. But again, Virtue for another one. What did that man do to you? Stab you in the back after years of friendship or something? Jeez Louise. Well, now Morgan's tagged in. Virtue, though, with a shot to the back of Colt's head. What the hell, ref? That was clearly illegal. Oh, Morgan a bit too big for that attempt right there by Colt. And the spine buster from the Ogre, who hooks the leg. Broken up, though, by Joey Bacon. Morgan keeps himself focused. And he follows up some heavy shots. And a wasteland. Colt, for one, looking for a tag here. Morgan does not allow it, though. Tries for a patented headbutt. Colt able to catch him with that European uppercut. There it is. A relentless force is the Ogre. Might be looking for that lion tamer of his. It's a rare one. Morgan able to counter, though. Big chop. 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 Lighting that man up at the fourth. Yeah, right now. Great combos. Dragon Screw by Mr. No Days Off. Going up top. Could it be Phoenix Splash time? Indeed it is. Nails it to pin the CMV champion. Virtue, though, not even giving him a 1 count. Colt pays him no mind as he looks for the 330 slam. Into the pin, no save from Virtue this time. But Morgan's able to kick out at 2.5. Colt immediately back into the corner. What's this now? Unsheathes the blade. Morgan ducks it, though. He saw the elbow coming. Nice teamwork there by Virtue and Morgan. Sandwiching Colt. Now got him in the corner. Tag is made to Virtue. Setting him up. Virtue off Brett's rope. Double axe handle. Little spin on the Cam Harris special. As Virtue now looks to put that man to sleep. Knee to the face, falls in the pin. 1, 2. He can't do what he did in Ascendance 13. Not for lack of trying. Knee party, but he missed it. Colt knows him too well. Single leg takedown by the greatest CMV champion of all time, many consider him to be Troy Colt. Tag is made to Big Ham. The complexion of this one changes in an instant. The king of the hill, dragging Virtue to the last place you want to be in when you're against Joey Bacon in that corner. Say goodbye to your ribs, Virtue. Bacon going up top. 600 pounds. Bam! Crushing the midsection of the best bout machine. Able to kick out, but what does he have left? Oh, Virtue, why would you put yourself in the corner? Gets himself out. Off the ropes. Cutter! Puts down the Mastodon. As Virtue full follows through with a knee to the side of the face. The matchup we were supposed to see last week, and I think Virtue might be low-key thankful that matchup didn't end up happening. He would never say it, but I don't know if there's any sane man who wants to face Joey Bacon. Here's why. 600 pounds. Bam! Like roadkill. But Morgan just kicking Bacon in the belly to break up the pin. Might not do very much in the end, though. All round and round we go. Blake Richard gets sent up into orbit. It is all Bacon here, maybe not. Almost the side of the head. Virtue freeing himself, but just immediately gets bullied. As Bacon takes back control off the ropes with a rolling neck snap. Morgan takes a swipe at Bacon, but Bacon knows to stay focused. Not going to let Morgan throw him off his game. Virtue got to make a tag to the CMV champion right now, I think. No chance. Round and round and round and round. I like watching this a lot more when it's Sophia E. Faith doing it. And again, the entirety of catering about to be upchucked. Into the pin. Ref, hello? Ref? Hello? What the hell was that? Blatant slow count by our ref here. Troy Colt, he's got a devilish smile on his face. Bacon, what are you doing? Bacon's showing Colt his ass. And that allows Virtue to make the tag. I think Bacon wanted Morgan. He wanted the tag to be made. Get the chance to do what he didn't get the chance to do at Ascendance 13. That's squash the ogre. Power slam. Big punch. Look at daring Morgan to fire back, and he does with the DDT. Bacon quickly crawls into the corner. Gets himself up out of there though with a kick to the gut. Big fucking toss. Attempted moves to the side though does Morgan. Tries to hammer on him while he's down. Out onto the apron. And yeeted back in. Manhandle a fella the size of Bacon. That's something for you. And look at now. Morgan just doing everything he can. He's got those big old legs. I can't believe he's actually able to lock it in for 2 seconds. The Lion Tamer applied for about 2 seconds there. And now the tag's made. Virtue's back in. Joey Bacon like a runaway train barreling towards him, gets caught. With the flatliner. How do you come at a guy like Joey Bacon? That's the question. But Rich's going to try to answer with a knee. A knee to the face. But Troy Colt, you son of a gun. Virtue, though. Sends him off the ropes. Knee! The knee party shut down so emphatically there. Oh, there's about to be an earthquake. Everybody hang on to something. Splat! No! Virtue gets out of the way and avoids getting turned to jelly. Meteora from the best bout machine. He now travels into the corner. Barely able to stand his own 2 feet. He does. Back body drop. Joey Bacon says, get that bullshit out of here. Virtue gets sent into the corner. Bacon takes his time. Oh, he's trying to bite off his nose. A mid-match snack for Big Ham before the tag is made to Troy Colt. Colt comes in stomping. Mr. No Days Off. The hip attack. Bacon's done the hard work. Troy Colt feasting on the scraps here. And loving it. Butterfly suplex, just taking his time. Relishing in the opportunity here is Troy Colt. Yeeting with that T-bone suplex. And gonna again unsheathe the blade. Right to the back of Blake Virtue's head. But if Morgan can make the save, and he does, takes out the ref though. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. One way or the other though, referee's now down. Unavailable to make the count if someone goes for the pin. Super kick by Virtue. Virtue very wisely going to tag Morgan in. As Colt escapes out onto the apron. Morgan going to pull him back in. Where do you think you're going, buddy? Not so fast. Back suplex. And now the ref's back up. The referee's groggy though, after Morgan hit him with that stray elbow. Uh-oh, the Ogre. Marking his territory. In the corner he goes, tag made to Virtue. From Brett Trope, a double axe handle to the arm. Knee party! Catches Colt this time. 1, 2, 3, Blake Virtue. Joey Bacon was too slow. Joey Bacon too slow to make the save. Virtue collects the win for himself and Morgan. I'm not sure why Bacon had to take the long way around, but Blake Virtue again pins Troy Colt after a phenomenal tag team matchup here. Pardon me. And here's the knee party finally connecting after numerous attempts throughout the match. And Bacon, I don't know why, I feel like he could have made the save. He took his time like it was a leisurely stroll. Virtue and Morgan working together long enough to secure this win, but knowing full well that eventually they will meet for that CMV championship. Will it be at Battle Scars?